Leading off the top of the first here in game number 37 of the 2019 Hays Larks season is Drake Andron. This is Carson Ackerman on the call here on Larks Network, joined by Larks third baseman, shortstop, evidently pitcher, Matt Cavanaugh. Matt, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm terrific. Andron, one pitch, one out, one away here. Now Wyatt Divis, your teammate at UTA, stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, Drake told me before the game he was going to try the drag bunt right there, but wasn't able to get it to the third base line.
So there's one away. The pitcher on the mound for the A's, as this one is in the bottom part of the zone, called strike one on Wyatt. It's Troy Wentworth on the bump, 1-1 through 6 games, 25 innings pitched. Has struck out 30, walked 13, allowed 33 hits. Has an ERA over at 7 at 7.2. Checking from Divis, it's 0-2.
Yeah, he pitched against us earlier this year. That was the game we went into extra innings against Dodge, and he pitched actually a really good game.
The 0-2 righty to lefty here misses high, 1-2. This is his 6th start of the season. He has a whip of 1.84. Opponent batting average of 270. Larks come in this one 28-8 overall, 9-5 in the Jayhawk West Division. They hold a 1-game lead over Liberal. They win tonight, it'll be a 1.5-game lead. And if they can win tomorrow and tonight, they clinch the Jayhawk West Division Championship. 2-2. Wentworth on our left side of the rubber. Fires a tough one, and Divis going to strike out. There's 2 away.
I thought that ball was low right there, but umpire thought otherwise.
Strikeout looking for Wentworth. That's strikeout number 31. And for Wyatt Divis on the season, that is strikeout number 14. So now to Justin Lee, tonight's second baseman, batting the 3-hole.
Hi, Brett.
He leads the league in hits and in total bases. He's batting .444. The season in right now, he'd be amongst the Larks' all-time season batting average.
Yeah, Justin's had a great year this year, especially coming in the 3-hole. Pitchers try to pitch around him, but he still gets the barrel to the ball every at bat. It seems like
1-0. Wentworth will go from the windup. Justin lays off one over the plate. 1-1. 2 away on deck is Alex Strachan. The hole is George Sutherland. Due up for the A's in the bottom half is Greg Graber, Carlos Ariano, and Griffin Selby. It'll be Michael Gillen on the rubber tonight for the Larks. This one's going to run outside, 2-1 on Lee. Lee played at Cochise College. He's taken his talents to Texas, joining Angelo State. Two and one with 2 away. Wentworth, the delivery. Lee sends it right back out and past the glove of Wentworth. It's a 2-out base hit. Adding to his league-leading total, he's on first.
Yep, there he is again, just finding the barrel. Every at bat, it seems like. Just a great ball player.
So coming up to bat is Alex Strachan. Wentworth from Delta College, originally from Livermore, California. Matt, I know you went down and talked to some players pregame, trying to get them up in the booth. Can we expect any guys on the mic tonight?
I'm hoping for Max McGuire to come up. He's one of my good friends on this team, and I'm hoping to ask him some questions and see what his insight is.
So it's 1-0 to Strachan, the cleanup hitter, playing at first base tonight after being the DH last night, and then coming in relief, went 3 innings.
It was good to see Alex on the bump, especially after his good outing at Wellington. For him to get back on the bump in front of the home crowd. It was a good home crowd last night.
Pretty sparse here in Dodge City at Cavalier Field. It's 1-2. It's 7:40 p.m. First pitch was late compared to what Larks Park with first pitches around 7 o'clock. First pitch was scheduled for 7:30. It was a little after that. Wentworth, 1 strike away from sending us to the bottom of the inning. Strachan looking to not have that happen. He's going to get hit by a pitch running across his jersey. And there's 2 on with 2 out.
Yeah, you see Alex scoot up in the box right there. Try to protect the outside corner, and the pitcher tried to throw in, and since he was so crowded on the plate, it hit him, which is a good two-strike approach right there by Alex.
So now to George Sutherland, the 5-hole, playing in right field tonight. He's headed to St. Louis after this season. He'll hit from the left-hand side. Angeron started this inning off with a one-pitch ground out on a drag bunt attempt. Divish struck out looking. Glee had a single. Strax was hit by a pitch, and now we find ourselves with Sutherland at the plate. This delivery right at the letters called strike one on George. George comes to this one batting .366, 63 total bases, 34 RBIs, 45 hits, has scored 30 runs. The 0-1 delivery is going to run outside and low off the turf. Blocking it is Horn. It's 1-1. On deck is Luna and the home Mikey Ganglish. 1-1 with 2 away. It's Justin Lee at second base. Alex Strachan at first. The one's delivery to Sutherland. He swings at, pops it up over the left side and out of play. 1-2. Wentworth's last game, he was a starter versus Liberal. Got a no decision, went 5 innings, struck out 4, walked 4, 3 earned runs.
I expect to find George to find the barrel here. Him and Justin are both two guys. High fastball got him. It's a hard pitch to lay off though.
So 3 outs here. Large lead 2 on. We'll send us to the bottom of the first here on Large Network. No score. Bottom of the first, we go here on Large Network. The man on the bump tonight will be Michael Gillen of Jacksonville State from Boaz, Alabama. One and 0 becomes 1-1. Gillen in his last appearance on the bump, he went 6 innings, picked up a W against the A's. That was at Larks Park. This one a swing and a miss on a changeup. It's 1-2. He went 6 innings, struck out 8. Had 3 earned runs. On the season, he's 3-1 through 8 appearances. This is his 8th start. Has gone 37 innings, struck out 47, allowed 40 hits, walked 14, 17 earned runs, making for an ERA of 4.14. Gilly delivers. This one's outside, 2-2.
Yeah, this is Michael's last start in the Larks uniform. He's heading home tomorrow. His coach wanted to limit him on the innings pitched for the summer so he could be fully healthy for this fall season for them.
That one a nice changeup that he gets Graber ahead of. It's 1 up, 1 down. So now to Carlos Arellano, the shortstop, batting in the 2-hole tonight for the A's. Gillen hasn't hit a single batter all season. He's given up 3 home runs, almost has twice as many strikes thrown than balls, a whip of 1.46, an opponent batting average of 237. He fires this one, and it's a fastball that's going to miss low and inside. 1-0. Talking to Gillen before the game, said he's going to throw a fastball, a changeup, and a slider tonight. And I asked him his thoughts for his last game in a Larks uniform. He said, just win. 2-0.
Yeah, it's a big game for us. If we can win this game, we clinch the West, and I know our team's really excited for the MVC if we can make it. So I know we're playing with a lot of passion today.
It's 2-1. On the line tonight, this is the Larks' first year in the KCLB, first year in the Jayhawk West Division. They won the Jayhawk League last year. That broke up as teams such as El Dorado and Great Bend left the league to join a different one. It's a swing and a miss, a nice pitch from Gillen. It's a full count. Arellano at the plate, batting .237 this season, 22 hits, 34 total bases. The payoff pitch is sent high into shallow right center field. Justin Lee, Sutherland, and Andron all move towards it. Sutherland's going to call him off and make the catch for out number 2. Nice communications from the Larks defense.
Yeah, sometimes those are the hard balls to catch. Communication's always key in the outfield. Outfielder had priority over the infield right there as Justin moved out of the way from George.
So now to Griffin Selby, the first baseman. Selby from Santa Ana, California, gets his first pitch from the Alabama native. He pops over the right side. Strachan is going to move towards it. He's in the grass, and he makes the catch in foul territory for out number 3. Gillen gets the A's to go down in order. It's going to send us to the second inning, no score. Top of the second we go. Leading off for your Larks is Skylar Luna, tonight's 6-hole and third baseman. 2 strikeouts for Wentworth in the first. And Luna steps into the right-hander's batter's box. His first look at Wentworth tonight. Luna on his year after being out with an injury. Still batting .298. 14 hits through 47 at-bats. The first delivery to him is going to miss outside, 1-0.
Yeah, Skylar's been doing really great since coming off from being injured. He's been bearing a lot of balls up, getting a lot of clutch hits for us in this past week.
The 1-0 is going to catch the outside part of the plate. A close call. It's 1-1. Due up for the Larks after Luna, it's Ganglish, Belbin, and De Leon. The 1 1 delivery is going to run outside. It's 2-1. Michael Gillen got the A's to go down in order in the first, looking good on the bump for his last game of this season. He'll head back to Jacksonville State tomorrow with Brooke Brandon. This one's going to miss low. It's a 3-1 hitters count now for Luna.
Yeah, right here, Schuyler's looking for his pitch right here. If it's not his pitch, he's not swinging, especially in a good hitter's count.
And you won't have to worry about swinging as Horn catches it, does a spin. Luna heads to first base. Walk number 14 on the year for Wentworth, and for Skylar Luna, that is walk number 6. So nobody out, a runner on for the guy in his second to last regular season game with the Larks after 3 years, Mikey Gangwish, tonight's catcher. Gangwish this year batting .277, 47 total bases. He sends this one to right center field.
It's gone.
And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot off the bat of Mikey Gangwish, and it makes it a 2-0 game. You can tell it's something special off the bat. That's home run number 5, RBIs number 19 and 20, and run score number 39.
That's a good piece of hitting right there by Mikey. After the pitcher walks the batter, he's just trying to throw a strike first pitch, and he got a pitch right down the middle, and Mikey was able to do some damage with it.
So clear the bases, put 2 on the board. So now to Jared Bellman, trying to follow that up. Bellman batting 8th tonight, playing in left field. On deck is Jimmy DeLeon in the hole, top of the order, Drake Angeron.
You know your lineup's good when you got a stud like Jared Bellman hitting the 8 hole.
He pops this one up over to the left side. Ariano takes a couple steps back into the grass, takes a step to his right, and he makes the catch for the first out this inning. 1 away, nobody on. Bottom of the order is Jimmy DeLeon. For Luna, that was run scored number 11 on the season. DeLeon stepping up to the plate, batting .342, has 46 total bases and 19 RBIs. 1 away. Wentworth still on the bump. He's a southpaw. That delivers this one low, 1-0. Luna walked on 5 pitches. Gangwish sent one past the 348 marker in right center, giving us a 2-run lead. 2-0. DeLeon coming off his freshman season at Cochise. He's losing teammates Justin Lee and George Sutherland as Sutherland heads to St. Louis and Lee to Angelo State. It's 2-1 on the 5'7" shortstop. He's from El Paso, Texas. Wentworth delivers here. This one's going to be at the bottom of the zone, 2-2. Wentworth takes a deep breath. He'll deliver from his windup to JDL. This one's off the plate. It's a full count. 2 hits for the Larks. 1 from Gangwish, 1 from Lee. 2 up for the A's. In the bottom of this inning, it's going to be Alex Bates, Bailey Bordas, and Ryan Oshiro. The payoff pitch, DeLeon sends it high over to the right side. Graber comes in from right field, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Larks fans, make sure you follow the Larks on Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe on YouTube. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be able to stream the games directly from the Larks homepage. Matt, what happens if we hit 1,000 subscribers by tomorrow night?
Me and Brooke are dropping our single. I know everyone's wanting to hear that. We've got it ready, but I know Brooke's leaving tomorrow. He won't be able to be here in Hays when it drops, but we also need 500 more subscribers by tomorrow night.
I think we can do it. We got like 20 last night. We're going to need a lot more. Angeron sends this one a hard line drive over the glove of Selby at first base. He's now 1 for 2 on the day after grounding out on 1 pitch on a drag bunt in the first.
Yeah, the pitcher's falling behind a lot, and batters and throwing a lot of fastballs against him, and Drake was sitting fastball right there and was able to piece that ball up.
So now to Wyatt Divis, struck out looking in the first on a 2-2 count. Has a runner on first with 2 away. On deck is Justin Lee. In the hole, Alex Strachan. Divis on the year batting .330, has 3 home runs according to the KCLB website, but that Denver series and only half of the Boulder game stats punched in, that number should be higher. Has 19 singles, 8 doubles, and a triple. It's 1-0 on the lefty. Check over at Andron is not in time. Andron, familiar with Cavalier Field, played at Dodge City Community College. He'll be taking his talents to Hays, Kansas this fall and joining the Fort Hays State University Tigers. So he'll be familiar with that ballpark too. Fort Hays and the Larks share Larks Park. Andron does take off. It's a swing and a miss from Divis. The throw's not going to be in time. Andron steals stolen base, number 26 on the year.
Good throw and quick release from the catcher, and Drake's still safe. That just shows how fast Drake really is. Threat on the bases every time he's on. Now singles can score Drake easily.
So Divis looking to pick up another RBI on his year. He has 31. Wentworth delivers to him. Divis moves his hits back like it was going to be inside. Umpire says it was over the plate, 1-2. So Divis will look to adjust to the umpire strike zone down in the count. Andron's in scoring position on deck as Justin Lee in the hole is stretching. Larks wearing their gray road pants, blue jerseys with the white lettering and red trimming. And the 1-2 delivery is going to run outside into the right-hander's batter's box. Andron gives about a third of the way to third base. No takeoff. It's 2-2. The A's.
Smart to go back there by Drake. Ball's in front of him, and you don't want to make the final out at third base, especially when you're in scoring position.
2-2 now to Divis. Divis in his second year with the Larks. And after his first year at UTA, and he's going to strike out looking for the second time tonight. He's frustrated with the call. He'll walk back to the dugout with the Larks stranding one on second base. They find themselves up 2-0 after 2 shot off the bat of Mikey Ganglish. We'll join you back here for the bottom of the second here on Larks Network. Bottom of the second we go. It's Michael Gillen on the bump. First guy he'll face is Griffin Selby.
Now batting fielder Alex Bates.
Excuse me. Selby popped up to Strachan and found territory in the first. It's Alex Bates leading it off. Bates from Colorado Springs, originally from New Mexico.
Yeah, Michael filled up the strike zone last inning. Expect that again from him. He doesn't walk many people and likes to attack the hitters.
Bates batting .217 with 16 total bases, a home run, 3 doubles, and 6 singles. First delivery to Mikey Gangwish, tonight's catcher for the Larks. Reads strike one on the scoreboard here in Dodge City. Gillen, the southpaw, delivers here a nice pitch on that slider. It's 0-2. Bates will step back into the right-hander's batter's box. And the delivery from Gilliland. This is off the turf, off the protector of Gangwish, 1-2.
Good 0-2 changeup right there. Could get the hitter to chase after it, and no hard contact can be off that pitch.
Gillen chase off a pitch from Gangwish, and he'll deliver the 1-2. A changeup, a swing and a miss, a nice pitch for the first out. 4 up, 4 down to start the game for the A's.
Great changeup right there. That's pretty much unhittable.
So there's one away defensively for your Larks. It looks like Jared Belbin in left field, Drake Andron in center, George Sutherland in right, Luna at third base, DeLeon at shortstop, Lee at second, Strachan at first, and Gangwish behind the dish. Gillen's first delivery here is called strike 1 to Bailey Bordas, tonight's third baseman.
Yeah, he's living on that outside corner against the righties. Expect a lot of rollovers and get ground balls today from Michael.
This one's popped out of play. It's 0-2. On deck, Rhino Shear in the hole, Prescott Horn. Gillen wasted no time. This delivery is going to be above the letters, 1-2.
Another good 0-2 pitch. It's a hard pitch to lay off. I know it might seem easy, but the high fastball is one of the hardest pitches to lay off because it looks so good out of the hand.
This delivery is going to run outside, 2-2. Larks looking to sweep the A's here. They find themselves up 1 game against Liberal, according to the KCLB website. You want to make sure you win these 2 games. Don't want to trust Dodge to beat Liberal. They've done it a few times already, but you want to control your own fate and win the West. 2-2 with 1 away. And it's a swing and a miss on another changeup. Gillen looking good on the mound. 5 up, 5 down, and that's strikeout number 3 on the day and number 50 on the season.
Yeah, his changeup's looking real good. A lot of movement, and he's spotting it up real well. That's why he's getting a lot of strikeouts today.
So now to the 6th hole, Ryan Oshiro, the second baseman from Hawaii, played at St. Martin's University, coming off his sophomore year. Still no balls put in play this inning. Gillen delivers a fastball that's a swing and a miss. Got Oshiro reaching low. 0-1. Gillen, he'll deliver this one 0-1. A similar pitch gets him missing again. It's 0-2 quick.
Yeah, you're not going to see many changeups from Michael against a lefty because the changeup actually runs inside and more into the hitter's bat head. So you'll see a slider more against lefties and then the changeup more against the righties.
That one was a slider. It's 1-2. Gillen from Boaz, Alabama, played at Jacksonville State. Coming off his freshman year, he has a 3-1 record, a save in 32 innings pitched. Out of high school, he's listed first-team All-State by the Alabama Sports Writers Association and was a 2017 Perfect Game preseason underclass All-American. 2-2. He delivers this one.
Slider.
A nice slider that started inside, moved over the plate. 6 straight retired for the A's to send us into the 3rd inning. This is Carson Ackerman joined by Matt Cavanaugh here on Larks Network. Larks up 2.
the Larks Network.
Top of the third we go. Leading off is Justin Lee. 1 for 1 today with a single. Got to second base. Was stranded there after a strikeout from Sutherland in the top of the inning. His second look at Wentworth here. The delivery to him. A fastball off the turf. 1-0. Lee comes to this one, adding to his league-leading hit and total base total. He was batting .444. That has since gone up. Has 20 stolen bases on the year. It's 1-1. He has 2 home runs, 3 triples, 13 doubles, and 44 singles.
Yeah, you don't see many people ever hitting .444. That's just so impressive. It just shows how great of a hitter Justin really is.
This one runs inside and low, 2-1. Due up this inning is Strachan, Sutherland, and Luna after Lee. 3 hits for the Larks. 1 of those was from Justin Lee, 1 from Ganglish, that was a 2-run shot, and 1 from Drake Angeron. The 2-1 delivery is going to be swung on, hit hard over the left side. Bates goes back. He's at the wall on the warning track, and he's going to make the catch about 10 feet away from the 330 marker in deep left field. 1 away after a nicely hit ball, just not located quite far enough.
Yeah, no wind blowing either right there. If the wind was blowing, I think that ball's gone. I know it was during BP, so it kind of sucks that Justin just missed that one.
So now we find Alex Strachan at the plate. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He went to first base, and it's 0-1 after a foul ball for Strachan. That was the 3rd time he's been plunked this season. Gilliland sent us here to the top of the 3rd after striking out the side. Due up for the A's will be Prescott, Horn, followed by Doherty and Cullen. The 0-1 delivery with 1 away. It's a changeup that Strachan's going to take outside, 1-1. Wentworth will go from the wide up here. The delivery to Strachan is going to be high and outside, 2-1.
Throwing a lot of off speed to Alex right here. Doesn't want to groove him a fastball. So you know he can do some damage to a baseball right here.
Strachan has 3 doubles, a home run, and 17 singles on the year. He's batting .300. This one, another off speed, misses high, 3-1, a hitter's count for the power hitting first baseman. Wentworth will deliver here. The delivery is in the zone. Strachan thought it was outside. It's going to be a full count, and we'll get a payoff pitch.
Yeah, this umpire has a low zone, as he's seen through wide to bat, and that pitch right there, I thought both those balls were low, but the umpire thought otherwise.
This one is going to be low, and Strachan is going to head to first base for the 2nd time tonight. 1 with a hit by pitch and a walk. Runner on first with 1 away now to George Sutherland, who struck out to end the top of the 1st.
Yeah, that ball was close too, especially right after that last call.
I
thought that ball was actually a better pitch than the one Alex took before.
A risky decision to lay off, but it works, and he picks up walk number 15 on the season. Sutherland grounds us over to the right side. They're not going to throw over. They are going to throw, and it's an error, and Sutherland's going to head to second base. And the throw is going to...
That's a good tag by the shortstop.
And it's going to get him, so that's 2 outs, number 2 and 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 3rd here on Larks Network. It's still a 2-0 ball game. Bottom of the third we go. Leading off is Prescott Horn after Gillen's retired the first 6 A's. He struck out the side in the last inning. 2 swinging, 1 looking. Horn the 7-hole of the catcher. Horn, a late addition to the A's roster. He's from San Diego Mesa College, originally from Apache Junction, Arizona. First delivery here from Gillen to him. A nice one in the zone called strike 1. Gillen did a nice job of throwing strikes tonight.
That's what's given him his success today. He's just been throwing strikes, spotting up on that outside corner to the righties. Has just been effective.
It's 1-1 as this one misses outside. This is the third game Horns appeared in. All of those against the Larks. He has 7 at-bats and has a batting average of 0 flat with no hits. This one's popped over the left side. De Leon ranges under it. He makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down to start the bottom of the third. So now to the 8-hole, the DH, Zach Doherty. Doherty from Purdue, originally from Huntington, Indiana. He awaits his first look at Gillen tonight. Doherty on the year, batting 150 through 14 games. Has 3 RBIs. First delivery from Gillen, 1 in the zone, a nice pitch, 0-1. On deck is Kyle Cullen, another late addition to the A's roster. Another nice pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2. Third base coach for the A's is Tony Gonzalez in his second year in Dodge City, coaching Summer League, and it's another strikeout.
Whoa.
Umpire made the motion, pulled it back. They're going to say it's 1-2.
I thought that was a strike too. It hit right over the outside corner.
And that is going to be a strikeout. So now that is the 5th one today for Gillen, and on the season, number 52. He's dealing now to the bottom of the order. Kyle Cullen with 2 away and nobody on. Coming up to play, Kyle Cullen, like I said, late addition on the season. He's appeared in 1 game, had 4 at-bats, no hits, and 1 strikeout. This one a key game. Gillen looking us to give the win, number 29 on the season for the Larks. They had a 7-game win streak snapped last night after a loss to the Collegians. Dodge City on a 2-game winning streak. The 1-0 is going to miss high, 2-0. One of the few times this season Gillen has been throwing 2 straight balls and no strikes to a batter. And this one's going to catch the outside part of the plate. A nice pitch, 2-1.
Yeah, even when he's behind the count, he's still throwing good strikes that are hard to hit for a hitter, which is good, what you want to see from a pitcher.
This one going to be just above the letters on a fastball, 3-1 the hitter's count for the center fielder. Calling from Stephen F. Austin, originally from Mansfield, Texas. Gillen, the 3-1 delivery, is going to run outside the first base runner tonight for the A's. First time Cullen's seen first base this season. So now to Greg Graber, who's 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in the first. He's at the top of the order. He's from Sacramento, California. As we're on first with 2 away. He's batting .244 on the year with 32 total bases. This one's grounded over the left side. De Leon's going to dive for it. He can't get it. It's going to be the first hit of the night for the A's. And now there's 2 on with 2 outs.
Just out of the reach. Almost had that play. That would have been a really nice play.
So Gillen looked to do control here. Has 2 on with 2 out. Now to the 2-hole. Ariano, who flew out to Sutherland in the first. Ariano from California. He played at Illinois State. He's headed into his junior year of college. Gillen looks over at Cullen. He'll deliver this one from the stretch. A changeup that's hit out of play, 0-1. Game 2 of this series will be tomorrow night at Larks Park. First pitch at 7 o'clock, and that'll conclude the Larks regular season. The Dodge City A's will have 2 games after that. They'll be right back here at Cavalier Field on Wednesday And on Thursday, they'll round out their season at Liberal, playing against the BJs 1-1. Due up for the Larks, it's going to be Luna, followed by Gangwish, Belbin, and De Leon. On deck now is Griffin Selby in the hole, Alex Bates. 1-1 with 2 away. Gillen looks over at Colin, who's at third base now. I say this one misses inside, 2-1.
A bad spot right there. Just missed the inside corner.
Yep. Belbin playing deep and left. Sutherland playing about normal and right. Same with Andron. This delivery swung on, fouled back, 2-2.
Yeah, you usually want the right fielder playing a little bit in, especially with the righty up, because those flare hits that usually fall, you want the right fielder to catch. You don't expect a righty hitter to drive it over the right fielder's head.
It's 404 in deep center, 330 in left, 348 in left center. Symmetrical fields, 348 in right center and 330 in the right corner. This one's fouled off. We'll go 2-2 for pitch number 6.
Yeah, pretty big field, but it plays pretty small. Ball carries here, especially whenever the wind's blowing. And I was talking to Drake. He's told me that it usually is blowing out here, but today I don't think there's any wind, as we could have seen Justin go deep if the wind was blowing out.
This 2-2 delivery is going to run inside. Gangwish keeping the runners where they're at. It's a full count. What pitch count do you expect to see here from Gillen to end us in the third?
3-2. With the first base is open. You could see an off-speed thrown here. If he's been consistent with his changeup, I could actually see that right here.
And the payoff pitch is going to be a fastball ground over the left side. A nice
Nice play by
dive from
Skyler.
Luna. He's going to throw across the diamond. He's going to pull Stratch off the bag. An errant throw is going to score 2. It's a tie ball game. A nice catch from Luna. The throw was the only issue. There's a runner at first now with 2 away, and we're knotted up.
Yeah, I know his ankle's still bothering him. I don't know if that played any factor in there on the plant throw. But it was a really nice play from Skyler.
So coming around to score is Graber. Run scored number 14 on the year. And Cullen, that's the first time he scored and the first time he's been on base. And for Ariano, RBI's number 9 and 10. Gillen's going to check over at Ariano. Not in time. First delivery here, the southpaw delivers from the stretch. It's going to miss low, 1-0. At the plate is Griffin Selby, first baseman for the A's. Runner takes off. Gangwish gets it, reacts well. The throw to Justin Lee pulls Lee up, and he can't make the play. 2-0.
Threw a changeup right there, and he still almost got him at second base. Could have been a coast play if Justin caught the ball.
If it wasn't for that slide of Ariano, Lee would have had to make that hop and try to apply a tag quick, making him drop the ball. 2-0. So the runner's in scoring position. This one's popped over into right center field. George Sutherland and Drake Andrew are going to watch it go over the 3:48 marker. It's a 4-2 ball game. Larks find themselves down against Dodge for the first time in a long time. Two RBIs. Ariano comes around to score. Ariano, that is the 19th run he scored this season. That's the first home run off the bat of Selby, an RBI 16 and 17 in the key game. Larks looking to battle back. They find themselves down by 2 here in the third. That errant throw from Luna looking to prove fatal, as now, after what could have been a scoreless inning, Larks find themselves down by 2. This delivery swung on, found back at the net, 0-1.
Yeah, this inning's This rally started with 2 outs from a walk. Walks really do actually kill you, even if it's with 2 outs. That always starts a rally for the other team, as it shows right there.
0-1, Gilliland to deliver. This one off speed, fouled off 0-2.
Nice play by the guy in the dugout, catching it with his hat.
0-2 with two-way. Sun beating down on the field. Beating down on everybody on the right side, whether it's Strachan or Sutherland in right field. Luckily for Gillen, he turns his back to it as he's a southpaw. This one misses outside 1-2. Gangwish delivers the sign. Gillen agrees the 1-2. Swung on, fouled, bag at the backstop. We'll go 2-2 again, or 1-2 again for pitch number 5.
Yeah, he looked on time for that fastball. Expect some off speed right here. Probably in the same location too, looking for a changeup.
Bates on the day, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he's going to strike out for the second time tonight. A's get 4 in the third, and it's going to send us to the 4th inning. Larks 2, Dodge City 4. This is Carson Akron on the call, joined by Matt Cavanaugh. You're tuned into Larks Network. Top of the 4th we go here on Larks Network. Leading off is Skylar Luna. A walk in the second came around to score on Gangwish's 2-run shot. Gangwish awaits on deck. Jared Belbin's in the hole.
See if the bottom of the lineup can start a rally for us.
And Luna's going to ground this over to the left side. Ariano shifts. He makes a
That's
throw.
a really nice play.
Makes that throw Matt Cavanaugh style across the base path for out number 1.
He made that play look really routine, but that's actually a really hard play, especially the way he threw that ball.
So now Luna's 0 for 1 on the day. Now to Mikey Gangwish, a 2-run shot on his last swing. Looking to repeat with a similar one, but the base is empty and 1 away. On deck, Belbin in the hole, bottom of the order, Jimmy DeLeon. There's really no weak spot in the Larks lineup. You see with a lot of teams, you see maybe 7, 8, and 9, have one of the lower batting average, but really Jimmy DeLeon's in the 3-hole batting over he's in the 9-hole batting over 340. Larks have talent. Just right now they don't have a lot of depth with a shallow number on the roster.
Yeah, you see almost everybody in our lineup hitting over 300. You really don't see that a lot in teams. You probably have like 3 or 4 guys hitting above 300, but it's just impressive to see everyone 1 through 9 hitting above 300.
So now to Jared Belbin, 0 for 1 today with a pop-up to Ariano. There's 2 quick outs. Larks find themselves down by 2 against the A's for the first time. They've trailed Dodge since the beginning of the season. This is a key game. Larks looking to bounce back. Belbin at the play. It's 1-0. J-Rod this season comes in this one batting .277 with 21 walks, 24 RBIs, and 29 runs scored. 2-0. Wentworth still on the bump. Delivers this one inside. 3-0. You think Belbin will be taken here?
3-0. Coach Leo actually likes giving a green light to hitters when it's 3-0. Usually you see most coaches, like college coaches, not allow the 3-0. Let them swing. Oh, I guess that was 2-0. How do we call that, strike? I did not think that was a strike.
Now it's a hitter's count for the Australian left fielder. This delivery is going to catch the outside part of the plate. It's a full count. No swing from Belbin yet. He'll take some cuts outside. Step back into left-hander's batter's box. Wentworth gets the sign from Horn. He agrees on it. The southpaw goes from the windup. Swinging a blooper over into left center. Racing in is Bates. He can't make the catch. Belbin heads for second base. He's going to be in there in time with a double.
Good piece of hitting right there by Belbin. Saw the ball outside and drove it that way. Good effort by the left fielder right there, but just missed it.
A tough play, but it's going to be number 7 in terms of doubles for Belbin. He's in scoring position with 2 away to the bottom of the order. De Leon, 0-4 on the day. A pump up to Graber in the second.
Belbin another fast runner on second. Jimmy's just looking to try to get something to the outfield. Get him to score.
De Leon has 1 home run on the season. Likely won't be swinging for the fence here as this one misses low and inside. About slowly getting that lead back. When you try and be the hero and swing one over the fences, a lot of times it ends with a strikeout. Not the case for Gangwish. He wasn't exactly looking for a home run swing, but he did send a 2-run shot to give the Larks their only 2 runs thus far. The 1-0 to De Leon is above his head, 2-0. De Leon has 5 extra base hits this season. He's walked 22 times. A 2-0 delivery. Wentworth from the stretch. De Leon sends another blooper, and Belbin's going to be heading home, and he'll be in there in plenty of time. An RBI for De Leon makes it a 3-4 ball game. Larks starting to come alive like Kavanaugh called with the bottom of the order.
See, even in the bottom of the lineup, we can produce. That shows how good of a team we are. 1 through 9, everyone can produce.
So now we go to the top of the order, the dangerous center fielder, Drake Andron. Belbin scoring from second base for him. That is run scored number 30, and for De Leon, RBI number 20. Andron takes a cut, fouls it over the net. 0-1. Andron grounded out on a drag bunt in the first, singled in the second, was stranded at second base. He stole stolen base number 26 in that second inning. He finds himself down 0-2.
Pitcher will probably throw a waste pitch here. See if the umpire can call strike 3 or get Drake to chase.
Andron always protects the plate. Does a lot of those swings like that, just looking to foul one off and get another pitch. It's 0-2 for pitch number 4. De Leon on first base. He's only stolen 6 bases this season, but he hasn't been caught once.
That's a good job of protecting right there by Drake. You got to expand the zone with 2 strikes because the umpire is more lenient to give a call right there. On a slider, he was able to protect on that.
That one is off the plate, 1-2. Andron throws right-handed, hits left-handed. Facing off against the lefty, Wentworth. It's a Louisiana native versus the California native, and the 1-2 is another protected plate swing. Oshiro takes it off a hop at second base. The throw is just going to beat the speedy Andron. Larks get 1 off the bat of De Leon. Belbin scoring. It's a 3-4 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the fourth we go here on Larks Network. Gilliland looking to bounce back. Leading off is Bailey Bordas, the 5-hole third baseman who struck out in the second. Gilliland delivers. It's a swing and a miss on a nice off-speed 0-1.
Start on a changeup right there, and he's got the hitter unbalanced.
The 0-1 delivery. Nice pitch. It's going to say it misses low on the breaking ball, 1-1. Nobody out, nobody on. This one runs way outside, 2-1. On deck, Rhino Shear on the hold, Prescott Horn. Bordas was out number 2 of that second inning when Gilliland struck out the side. The 2-1 is a swing and one crush over to left field, and Bellman's going to watch it, and it's going to be in fair territory. It's a 5-3 ball game. That one was crushed. All Bellman could do in left field was watch, hoping it would miss foul. It's going to be in fair territory past the 3:30 marker in left.
Yeah, he's behind on the count, 2-1 right there. That batter was obviously looking fastball, and he got just that and was able to turn on it.
For Bordas, got his run scored, number 8, RBI number 11, and his second home run on the year. Nobody on, nobody out. This one, first pitch, ground over to De Leon, runs in, makes the throw to Strachan, and they're going to say it will get out Oshiro by a step.
Close play right there.
De Leon found the balance. De Leon found that balance between not rushing it, but also getting there quick and allowing yourself to compose. One away, nobody on now to Prescott Horn. A pop-up to De Leon in the third for the first out. Gilliland retired the first 8 A's, and there's 5 runs for Dodge, 3 for the Larks, 5 hits for the boys in blue, 4 for the A's. 1-0. He cranks this one to left field. Belbin goes to his right. He's going to leap and make a nice catch over in left field by the 3:30 marker. A nice play from the Australian.
That's a nice play by Jared right there. Run to the spot and was able to jump and catch that one right on the warning track. If that gets over his head, it's an easy double, maybe triple, depending on how the hop is off the wall.
So now with 2 away, we head to Zach Doherty. This one, it's going to be framed by Gangwish, but it's a tough one, 1-0.
Yeah, I feel like they've gotten that call before. I saw Mikey's reaction right there. I think he thought it was a strike too.
Swing and a miss from Doherty, who's 0 for 1. They struck out looking in the third. 1-1. Border started off this inning with a solo shot, and we got a ground out from Oshiro and a line out from Horn. 1-2.
Done a lot of different pitches to the hitters, and that's what's been able to get them off balance.
1-2, a nice pitch, and it's another strikeout victim from Gilliland. A's get 1, matching the Larks 1 in this inning. We're going to go to the 5th. It's a 5-3 ball game on Larks Network. Top of the fifth we go here on Larks Network. Leading off is Wyatt Davis, 0 for 2 on the day with 2 strikeouts, looking, not agreeing with the umpire strike zone. Looking to change his fate here as the Larks are down by 2 in the fifth. Wentworth still on the bump, fires one in, that's going to miss inside, 1-0. Davis from Lincoln, Nebraska, played at Hudge Community College where Max McGuire just finished his sophomore year. Both are from Lincoln, Nebraska. Davis took his talents to UTA, joining the Mavericks along with Matt Cavanaugh, who's joining me on the booth. This is Carson Ackerman on the call. You're tuned into Larks Network. It's 2-0 on Davis. Due up is Lee, Strachan, and Sutherland. He swings at this one, sends it opposite field. Bates has some slow reactions to it. He's going to make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 1. Davis now 0 for 3.
That's a good swing there by Davis. Has a lot of power the other way, as you saw a couple days ago. Hit a home run the other way, actually. Left fielder had to go back on that ball.
So now
he's upset about that, but that was a good swing.
So now to Justin Lee, 1 for 2 today with a single and a flyout. He'll step in the right-hander's batter's box, batting way over 400. His third work at Wentworth here, the first delivery, a quick reaction from the umpire, called strike 1. The 0-1 delivery, they're going to say it's above the letters, 1-1. On deck is Strachan, 0 for on the day with a hit by pitch and a walk. The 1's delivery, so off the turf, 2-1. Nobody on with 1 away. He will compose himself, step back in. Just his batting gloves, and now he'll step back in, not crowding, but adjusting into the inside part of the batter's box. It's 3-1, taking this one off. It's a hitter's count for one of the best hitters in all of the league.
Let's see what Justin can do with the 3-1 pitch right here. Expect a fastball and hopefully something he can drive.
Wentworth delivers 3-1. It's going to run outside. It's a 5-pitch walk for Justin Lee. He's at first base with 1 away.
Yeah, both innings for both teams have been started with a leadoff walk, so let's see if the Larks can do some damage right here.
So now it's up to Strachan, and there's a runner on with 1 away. Larks looking to rally, and Wentworth's going to have to go through the hot heart of the order as Strachan is tonight's cleanup hitter. For Jay Lee, that is walk number 26. The third walk of the night for Wentworth. This one's sent to right field, and Graber's going to make the catch on the warning track for out number 2.
Once again, just missing a home run. Justin and Alex both right on the warning track. Call it the game of inches for a reason.
So now to George Sutherland, who struck out in the first and then was part of that weird double play in the third. Wentworth on the rubber. He delivers here. Sutherland fouls it back over the grandstand out of the park, 0-1. Fast-moving game. We're just over an hour into it with 2 away in the top of the 5th. Larks none the first, 2 in the second, none the third, 1 in the 4th. Sutherland swings and fouls another one back off again. 0-2, 2 away. It's still Justin Lee at first base. Luna on deck, Gangwish in the hole. Wentworth, he'll deliver from the stretch. Sutherland's going to lay off, a tough one to lay off. It was a breaking ball that misses outside, 1-2. A nice pitch from Wentworth, just couldn't bait Sutherland into swinging. The 1-2 delivery. Sutherland turns it over the right side. Selby struggles with it. It's going to be a race to the bag, and Sutherland is too fast. See if that's ruled an error hit, and it will be an error. So Sutherland is now 0 for 3 on the day. So now
speed, able to beat that ball out, even with the ground ball to first. Speed kills in this game.
So now to Skylar Luna, 0 for on the day with a walk, a run scored, and a ground out. Looking to pick up his first hit of the night. He has 2 on with 2 outs. This is an important game could end up being a very important bat. Wentworth looks over at Lee, delivers. This one is going to catch the inside part of the plate, according to the umpire, 0-1. On deck, gang wishing the whole Bellman. The 0-1 delivery, it's going to be inside and low, 1-1. One and one with two-way. Justin at second base. George at first. Davis started this inning off with the line out. Lee followed up with a walk, a fly out from Strachan, and Sutherland just reached on an air. The 1-1. Luna turns it over the left side. Ariano gets to it. It's going to be a tough play, and the throw is going to be in there for out number 3. A nice play from the shortstop. And we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. Large Strand 2 as it's a 3-5 ball game. Bottom of the 5th we go. Leading off is Kyle Cullen. 0 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Due up is Graber, Ariano, and Selby. Now is the first time Cullen's seen the base paths this season after being 0 for 4. Still looking for his first hit. He scored his first run. He's a lefty from Stephen F. Austin. Swing and a miss on the first delivery from Gilliland. It's 0-1. Gilliland on the bump still for his 5th inning of work in his last game for the Hays Larks. Coach at Jacksonville calling him home. He'll leave with Brooke Brand tomorrow morning. This one runs outside on a breaking ball, 1-1.
And he said he's going to have a nice 13-hour drive back home. Leaving at 6 o'clock in the morning. That should be a fun one.
2-1. Two and one with nobody out and nobody on. This delivery is going to be just above the letters. It's a hitter's count for the 9-hole. Top of the order, Graber is on deck. The 3-1. It's going to miss just high. Leadoff walk. Second walk of the day for Cullen.
I was talking to Rustin before the game. I think he's going to be coming in after Michael. I know he did really good against Dodge last outing. I think he went 8 innings of baseball, throwing really good. Allowed 1 or 2 runs, but he's been throwing the ball exceptionally well. I expect him to be one of our first or second starters in the NBC.
This one misses outside. It's off the glove of Gangwish. Reacts to it well, as the reactions from Coleman at first weren't exceptional. 1-0. Gangwish, the southpaw, he'll throw in. A nice pitch. Call strike one, 1-1. Graber on the day, 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout and a run scored. He scored on the Alex Bates 2-run shot. The 1-1 delivery's popped up into left center field. Andron and Belbin move towards it. Belbin slows up on the warning track. He makes the catch as Cullen tags up the throw. Going to be cut off by De Leon. There's a runner at second with one away.
Very risky by the runner. Tagging from first, because if that ball drops, I mean, the batter can only probably get a single on that, because the runner probably won't advance to third base on that ball.
There's a runner in scoring position with one away to Carlos Ariano, 0 for 2 on the day with a flyout and reaching on an error. 5 hits for Hays, 4 for Dodge, 5 runs for the A's, 3 for the Larks. Due up for the Larks is going to be Gangwish, followed by Belbin and De Leon. This delivery is called strike 1. This is the second to last regular season game for the Larks. The 0-1 with one away. Gilliland looks over at Colin a couple times, 3 times, and Ariana's going to call time. Ariana from Illinois State. He's heading into his junior season. The shortstop has made some nice plays tonight.
Yeah,
Gillen
he's looked very smooth over there at the shortstop position, making 2 nice plays in consecutive innings.
He swings one. It goes into play, but they're going to say it's off the body of Ariano. Oh, and 2. 1 error for the Larks, or excuse me, 1 error for the A's, 1 for the Larks. Colin jumping around. He got Gillen's attention. This one, a swing and a pitch, and a swing and a miss from Ariano. He's now 0 for 3.
Yeah, that ball wasn't very close to the strike zone at all. I'm not really sure what he was swinging at.
2 away now to Griffin Selby. He was the one who actually hit that 2-run shot. Selby on the day, 1 for 2. He has a runner in scoring position. On deck is Alex Bates and the whole Bailey Bordas. The first delivery from Gillen, they're going to say it's missing low, 1-0.
Yeah, you could see Michael try to pitch around this guy as he took him deep last time, because he has an open base over at first base, so could see a lot of off speed right here as he throws a fastball.
It's one found back at the net, 1-1. Colin started this inning off with a walk. Graber flew out to deep left, and then Ariano struck out. Gillen looks over at Coolin. He'll go from the stretch. This delivery grounded over the right side. Lee waits on it, makes it sidearm to Strachan for out number 3. So we're going to head to the 6th after the first scoreless inning since the first. It's a 5-3 ball game here on Larks Network. Top of the sixth we go here on Larks Network. Leading off is Mikey Gangwish, 1 for 2 in the day, a 2-run shot in the third, ground out to Selby in the fourth. New pitchers Arturo Gil from San Luis, Arizona, hometown of former Larks player Hernan Yanez, and played at Arizona Western with Larks player Jared Belbin. Saw him and Belbin chatting up before game. He'll get on the rubber. He's 0-1 on the season through 11 appearances, ERA at 2.30. He did see a look at the Larks in a 3-11 loss. At the Larks won, he went 3 innings, allowed 3 hits, no earned runs, struck out 1. 1-0 on Gangwish. Becomes due up is Belbin and De Leon. This delivery is going to run over the outside part of the plate, according to the umpire. Yeah, close call.
Yeah, I could see Mikey just said that's not a strike to the umpire, and I definitely did not think that was a strike either. Umpire has been pretty inconsistent for us.
And Gangwish reacting to the strike zone. Found this one out of the play over the left side.
Yeah, I think if the umpire didn't call that one a strike, I don't think Mikey would have swung at that ball either.
So now it's 1-2, nobody out, nobody on.
I was so upset that I couldn't even say anything, so I just said okay, and I just hung up.
They still the same defensive linemen. Bates in left, Coleman center, Grayburn right. Selby at first, Ashira at second, Ariano at short. Bates made in the hot corner. This run runs way outside to the right-hander's batter's box, 2-2. It's Prescott Horn behind the dish for Dodge City. 2-2. Gill shakes off the sign from Horn. Grease on the second one, goes right into his wind. And Gangwish, again reacting to the new strike zone, fouls it out of play.
Yeah, Mikey asking see if that would have been a strike, and I think the umpire said that would have been a strike. He's been hitting that spot ever since the umpire called that one a strike. Pitcher doing a good job of reacting to the umpire's zone.
Gill delivers the 2-2. Gangwish swings and misses. It's the second time he's out tonight. There's one away to Jared Belbin.
Pitcher's got some good movement. Fastball, got some trail on it. Hard for a lefty to react to that. And then he came with a slider on that last pitch to get Mikey after throwing 3 consecutive fastballs.
Belbin on the day, 1 for 2 with a double and a pop-up. He scored a run. That was in the fourth. Since then, the Larks scoreless. This one over the outside part of the plate, according to the umpire, 0-1.
Once again, hitting that outside spot with his 2-seam fastball.
He shakes off a sign from Horn, shakes off another one. On the third one, he'll step off the rubber. He's coming off his freshman year at Arizona Western.
There you go.
He fires one to his teammate that Belbin sends into center field for a 1-out base hit. Belbin now 2 for 3 on the day, a single and a double. So now a runner on first. Coming up to the plate is the tying run, Jimmy De Leon, who singled Belbin home in the fourth.
It's always fun getting a hit off your teammate. I know during Liberal I wasn't able to get a hit off my teammate, and they were chirping at me for not getting one off of them. And I know Belbin's letting him hear it on the mound.
Gill's going to look over at Belbin, give him a smile, and then he'll go from the stretch with no smile. Delivery to De Leon. He turns, send it to left field. Bates races to it, and he's going to make the catch in front of the warning track for out number 2.
Good swing by Jimmy right there. Ball just hung up just a little bit for the left fielder to get that ball. Jimmy's been swinging a really good bat lately and driving a lot of runs in and bearing a lot of balls up.
So now 2 away, top of the order, Drake Angeron, 1 for 3 on the day, 2 ground outs and a single. On deck is Divis in the hole Lee. Gill looks over at Belbin, gets a sign from Horn, does another look. After agreeing on the sign, the first delivery to Angeron. He's going to run outside, 1-0. Belbin, an aggressive runner with speed on the base paths. This season, J-Rod has stolen 14, has only been caught once.
Yeah, you can see Jared go in motion right here to try to get the runner at second base with 2 outs, and then Drake would only need to get a single to drive that run in.
This one a questionable call, strike one.
Yeah, once again, I don't think that's a strike at all.
Gill's appeared.
Yeah. Looks like it's right on that white line and right-handed batter box.
This is Gill's 4th appearance against the Larks. He appeared in that first series in a loss. He picked up the loss in game 1. And this one, Belbin's going to go. The throw is not going to get him. He's safe. Dodge did not agree with the call. Sure looked like Belbin had a nice slide in there safely. It's 2-1 to Angeron. So now he's in scoring position for the second time tonight.
See, I thought that pitch was a better one than the last one, too. Drake was talking to the umpire right after that pitch. Probably seen where that pitch was compared to the other one.
This one's going to run outside. It's a hitter's count for Angeron, who's second in the league in hits. Three and one, Gill, a righty, facing off against the righty that hits left-handed Angeron. Three and one, Angeron swings. They're going to say he fouled it off. It'll be a full count. Belvin will have to stay at second.
Good swing by Drake right there. Just missed that ball.
We'll get a payoff pitch here from Gill with 2 away. Belvin at second base. Divis on deck, leading the hole. Angeron looking to pick up hit number 2 tonight and pick up his first RBI. Anything out to the grassy field would score Belvin. Gill takes a long look at Horn, shakes off one. And he'll agree on the second one. The payoff pitch, Angeron swings at it, fouls it off the turf off his left shoulder. We'll get another payoff pitch. Wentworth went 5 innings. Clark scored 3 through his appearance on the mound. Looking to pick up win number 29. They find themselves down by 2 in the 6th. Gill shakes off 2 signs from Horn, 3. On the 4th one, he'll step off the rubber. Gill stands at 6 foot flat, weighing in at 170. Throws and hits right-handed. This one is going to miss. It's a walk for Angeron. A nice at-bat as some of the A's start to make their way off the field. That umpire's strike zone changing a little bit throughout that at-bat. Runners on first and second now to Wyatt Divis. Over through the day, 2 strikeouts and a line-out.
Yeah, one of the rules of baseball is don't change your strike zone to the umpire's strike zone. And Drake paused right after that because he knows the strike zone for the umpire has been a little whack, especially during his at-bat. He's been inconsistent on that low and outside pitch for him.
That's the 21st time Angeron's reached base on balls. Divis swings at one off-speed, 0-1. Divis at the plate, Lee on deck, Strachan in the hole. Six hits for Hays, 4 for Dodge. 2 of those 6 are from Belbin, who stands at second base. Angeron representing the tying run at first base. Divis representing the go-ahead run at home plate, and there's going to be a meeting between Horn and Gill. Divis struck out looking in the first and the second. Not agreeing with the home plate umpire's calls. He's down 0-1 after a swing. 1 error from both squads through the top of the 6th with 2 away. 2 on, 2 out. Gill takes another long look in from Horn, and he'll step off the rubber as Divis gets time, and he'll step out, take a swing. Gangwish started off this inning with a strikeout. Belvin followed up with a single, stole a base. DeLeon flew out hard over the left side, deep left field, and Angeron walked. This one misses way outside, 1-1. No movement in the Larks bullpen. Looks like we'll see Gillen return for the bottom of the 6th. Larks are 6-0 against the A's this year. The 1-1 is going to miss low. It's 2-1 on Divis. After 2 consecutive balls, what do you think Divis is going to see here at the plate, Matt?
Definitely a fastball right here. Definitely doesn't want to go to 3-1 count with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs, so he's going to try to get back to 2-2. But expect Davis to try to go the other way on a fastball.
Nope. It's going to miss low and away. It's a hitter's count, and it is 3-1.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to walk the guy right here and load the bases for your 3-hole. So expect him to try to put one close to the middle of the zone. Expect Davis to try and drive it somewhere.
Larks were up 9-1 in game 1 of the Denver Cougars series in the bottom of the 7th, and Mr. Matt, you called that 2-run shot from Divis to walk us off. Divis now finds himself in a full count.
I took a mighty hack on that one. Was looking for a fastball in, threw it outside.
It's a full count, 2 away. Belbin at second, Andron at first.
Yeah, we'll see the runners going right here, especially with Speedy Drake at first. You never know what can happen on a base hit.
Gill looks over at Belbin, delivers from the stretch, and it's going to be strikeout number 3 on the day for Divis. And Larks leave 2 on base. Again, we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 5-3 lead for Dodge. Leading off the bottom of the 6th is going to be Griffin Selby. Correction, looks like number 3, Alex Bates. Selby was the last out of the 5th inning. Bates comes up to the plate, 0 for 2 in the day with 2 strikeouts. Gillen returns the mound for his 6th inning of work. Defensive lineman still the same. DeLeon at shortstop. On the other side of the middle infield, Justin Lee at second. Luna May in the hot corner. Strachan at first base. Belbin in deep left. Andron in center. Sutherland in right. Gangwish behind the plate. The first delivery here off speed. Bates thought about going around on it. It's strike 1 called.
Looks like Max McGuire's going to the bullpen. We'll see who's going to be warming up.
The 0-1 delivery, a swing and 1 fouled off, 0-2 quick. Gillen's had Bates' numbers through the first 2 at-bats. Due up for the A's, it's Bordas, Oshiro, and Horn.
And we will see Rustin Hays go to the bullpen. We'll be seeing the knuckleball today. Can't wait to see the knuckleball from up here.
It is fun to watch. The 0-2 delivery, a swing and a miss the 3rd time. Bates has struck out tonight. He's frustrated with himself. He heads back to the dugout as out number 1.
Michael has had his number today, giving him the hat trick.
So now to Bailey Bordas, a solo homer to start off the bottom of the 4th for Dodge. His 3rd look at Gillen. He was Gillen's 3rd strikeout victim on the day. That was in the 2nd inning. It's 0-1. This one's going to run outside, 1-1. On deck, Ryan Oshiro. The one's delivery and off speed sent right into center field. It's going to bounce a couple times in front of Andron. It's a 1-out base hit. The second time Bordas has gotten a hit off of Gilliland.
That was a good piece of hitting, though. He threw a changeup 0-1, and he was able to wait on it and drive it up the middle.
And Rhino Shearer steps in the left-hander's batter's box. It's one of the most interesting walk-up songs I've heard this season.
Frozen. I don't know if he chose that or his team chose it.
This one's hit hard into right field. Sutherland takes a few steps back and to his right. He makes the catch for out number 2.
I know for my first home game at UTA, the team actually gave me the walk-up song of Baby Shark, and so everyone got a good kick out of it. And pretty embarrassing, though, if you're in the plate.
I think it's fitting, though, for you, Matt. There's 2 away quick with nobody on, or excuse me, 1 on. Oshiro now 0 for 3 up to Prescott Horn, who's 0 for 2. We were talking about the...
Josh Grubaugh.
Who is? Oh,
Josh Grubaugh. He came in to catch last inning.
Josh.
So it's Josh Grubar at the plate. Sends this one to left center field. Andron and Belbin move towards it. Belbin makes the catch for out number 3. A strand 1 descends into the 7th inning. Larks will be down to their final 3 outs. They're down by 2. This is Carson Ackerman and Matt Cavanaugh on the call. Top of the 7th, we go. Lead off for your Larks is going to be number 9, Justin Lee. 1 for 2 in the day with a single and a walk. His first look here at Arturo Gill. Larks down by down 5-3. Haven't scored since the 4th inning. Justin Lee's a 3-hole, so Gill's going to have to face Strachan and Sutherland to clean up in the 5-hole. And he turns on his first one. He's just ahead of it. Bounces it over to the left side.
This could be a good thing for Justin and Alex, as this pitcher has a lot of tail to his ball, so that goes into the bat, or into the bat of the right-hander. So expect them to try and turn on a ball right here, and hopefully we can get some extra bases.
0-1, Gill delivers. Is this one? I'm going to say it didn't catch Justin Lee. It's 1-1. Now, Larks, this is game number 7 of 8 straight ball games. So after tomorrow, the regular season's over. It's 1-1 on Jay Lee.
Yeah, expecting a big crowd for the last game of the season at Larks Park.
This one runs outside. It's 2-1. Justin looking to be aboard for the 3rd time tonight. Gill will go from the windup, righty versus righty. Gill shakes off a couple from Horn, and Lee's going to call time.
Does a little tippy toe out of the box like Adrian Beltre.
2-1. The delivery from Gill. He swings at it, founds it over the right side, out of play, 2-2. He singled in the first, reached second base, flew out to left field in the third, and then the walk in the fifth. Got to second base, was stranded there. Story of the night for the Larks is runners left on base. The 2-2. Gill gets a sign from Horn, agrees. The delivery, it's going to be at the chin level of Lee as he shakes his head. It's a full count. Justin Lee, a dangerous base runner that you don't want to walk. He's aggressive. He's stolen 20 bases on the year. And regardless of whether he's stealing or not, he's good at what he does on the base path. Bounces around, getting the pitcher's head, and he scores a lot. The payoff pitch, he sends it to center field. Colin moves in, and it's going to drop for another base hit for Justin Lee. He's now 2 for 3 on the day.
Just raising that 444 batting average.
He's aboard with nobody out. Larks looking to come back here. You heard Brooke Brandon and Matt Kavanaugh say last night on the call, never doubt the Larks.
And we saw Brooke Brandon in the chat, so I'm just going to give him a good shout out. We miss you, buddy, and hope you have a good drive tomorrow.
Ditto. Strachan at the plate now, 0 for 1 with a fly out, a walk, and a hit by pitch. He sends this one over the left side. They're going to say it's foul as Bordas goes into foul territory to get it, 0-1. See if Justin Lee attempts stolen base number 23 on the year. He'll jog back to first base. 9:15 p.m. here in Dodge City, Kansas, for about an hour and 45 minutes into this ball game. We're under the lights, and the 0-1 delivery to Strachan runs inside on a breaking ball, 1-1. Sutherland on deck, Luna in the hole. The 1-1 delivery to Strachan. He reads it, swings and misses, 1-2.
Just out in front of that changeup. If that was a fastball, I feel like he would have driven that ball pretty far. Good job by the pitcher mixing up pitches.
1-2 with nobody out. Lee aboard at first. A 1-2, Gill from the stretch.
There you go.
Strachan slaps into left field. It's going to drop. It's going to be extra bases. Lee heads to third base. Frank Leo is going to send him home. Strachan is safely at second base. The throw is not going to be complete. A nice slide and dragging that right hand. He touches home plate. It's a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, Coach Lee was kind of hesitant to send Justin at first, and he actually paused a little bit at third base. Made that play a lot closer than it could have been. But a great slide by Justin to get the hand around the catcher and touch the plate.
So when we said he's a good base runner, we meant it. It was a nice slide knowing the situation. It's a 4-5 ball game. Never doubt the Larks. Strachan's at second base, picking up RBI on the season for the big man, number 17, and runs scored for Lee, number 27. And that, for Strachan, is his fourth double. The first delivery here to Sutherland is off. Horn. Strachan's going to stay at second. It's 1-0.
See Alex dancing over there at second base.
So, in the bottom of the seventh, not sure if we'll see Russ or Gilliland. Either way, Larks are only down by 1 here with nobody out in the seventh after a beautiful hit from Strachan. Read that one well. Smacked it over to left, bouncing from the 330 marker. This one above the letters of Sutherland, 2-0.
You see Trevor Munch also in the bullpen as well. Maybe if we take the lead right here, we might go to our 7, 8, 9 guy with Trevor, Drew, and Tommy.
It's 2-0 on Sutherland. Munch has appeared in multiple games. No earned runs. This was going to be fouled off, 2-1. Sutherland on the day reached on an error in the fifth. Double play in the third. It was a wacky one, and then he struck out in the first. Out hit from Strachan, extra bases. That was hit number 8 of the night for the Larks. An extra base hit for Strachan, number 5. He's a late arrival from Jacksonville State. 2 of his JSU teammates headed home tomorrow. This one misses outside. It's a hitter's count for Sutherland. Gill on the rubber still. Hasn't earned run this inning. The 3-1 is going to run outside, and there's 2 on with nobody out.
Could see a bunt here from Skyler as the dangerous Mikey Gangwish up next.
Two on, nobody out to Skylar Luna, the 6-hole, who was the beverage batter last night. He is 0 for 2 in the day, 2 groundouts and a walk, a run scored. On deck is Gangwish, Belbin in the hole. Gill delivers to him. Luna takes one over the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Pitch with movement in the zone.
No signs from Coach Leo, so I think he's letting Skyler hit away right here.
With the runner in scoring position, he can drive one, be RBI number 7. This year he has 5 extra base hits, one of those a home run. He sends this one to right center field. Colin and Graber move towards it, and Colin's going to make the catch. Stretch and tags. There's not going to be a throw over as it's cut off by Ariano. Runner advances 90 feet. Runners on the corners with 1 away. So now to Mikey Gangwish. Had that 2-run shot in the second. Since then a ground out to Selby and a strikeout. That go-ahead runner at first base. The tying run at third base. See if we see Sutherland take off. He has 8 stolen bases on the year. If he could advance the second, would eliminate the double play opportunity. One away, the runners on the corners. Sutherland does take off. Gangwish grounds this one foul. 0-1.
Yeah, smart to steal right here with George at first. Breaks up the double play ball. A lot easier to score a run that way.
You think if Sutherland goes, they'll throw to second with the runner on third?
I believe so. Alex isn't the fastest runner on our team, so I kind of expect them to throw down to second.
You saw a runner take on to second base in the Kansas series. A throw down to second. Justin Lee came around to score on third base as the catcher made a mistake, and Sutherland safe on a pick-off attempt. Larks picked up their first run here in the 7th, the first one since the 4th inning. They scored 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, 1 here in the 7th. They're down by 1. This one is a big game. And Gangwish at the plate. Can't get many more guys you'd want there. He takes this one outside, 1-1. Sutherland not taking off.
Coach Leo didn't give a sign there either, so I don't expect George to be stealing here.
1-1 with 1 away. Gangwish pops this one up into left center field. Strachan is at the bag. Colin moves in, makes the catch. Strachan tags. The throw is not going to get him. And it's a tie ball game as Sutherland starts to take off from first. It's a sacrifice fly from Gangwish. RBI number 3 on the day. Run scored for Strachan on the day number 1. He also has an RBI.
Good team AB right there by Mikey. Getting the ball to the outfield. Gets the run in from that.
RBI for Gangwish on the season, number 21. And for Strachan, runs scored, number 10. Sutherland still at first base. And this one misses on Belbin, 1-0. Belbin on the day, a single in the 6th, a double and a run scored in the 4th, and a pop-up in the 2nd. The 1-0 delivery, he takes it 1-1. Daly on deck. Top of the order, Drake Andron in the hole. Due up for the A's, it looks like. Doherty, Colin, and Graber. Been a long top of the 7th. Larks have scored 2, tying it up. Bellman's going to take this one outside, 2-1.
That pitch has been thrown a lot more, and he hasn't been calling it, so maybe the umpire's gotten a little bit more consistent this inning.
It's 2-1 to J-Rod. With 2 away, he takes this one. Questionable one outside of the plate, 2-2.
Spoke too soon.
Third base coach for the Larks, head coach Frank Leo in his 37th year. First base coach is Steve Sedbrook. Assistant coaches in the dugout, Keith Harper and Sean Murphy. Frank Leo, an NBC Hall of Famer and a Kansas Sports Hall of Famer as well. 2-2 with 2 away. Sutherland takes off. It's outside. The throw is not going to get him. He's in there safely. So he's in scoring position, and it's a full count to J-Rod. Stolen base number 9 on the year for George. Sutherland from New York, played at Cochise in Arizona. He's headed to East Missouri, joining St. Louis this fall. The payoff pitch to Bellman. He turns on it, swings it over to the right side, and the throw from Oshiro was high. Selby gets it for round number 3. Larks score 2 to send us into the 7th inning stretch. It's a tie ball game here on Larks Network. The 7th inning has been stretched. We're live here on Larks Network for the bottom of the 7th. Leading off is number 12. Pinch hitter, Aaron Renault. New pitcher for the Larks, Rustin Hays. He's 4-2 on the season. 3 flat ERA through 45 innings pitched. Has struck out 30. His last appearance was against Dodge City. He went 7 innings, allowed 2 earned runs. Picked up win number 4 on the year. That was in this series. Or not this series. It was in this long 8-game stretch. He faced Dodge in game 1. And it's a knuckleball. Calling strike 1.
It looks dirtier from up here than it does on the field.
It is.
I will tell you that.
It is disgusting. 0-1, another knuckleball. This one misses high and outside, 1-1. He appeared in game 3 of the season against Dodge at Larks Park. Appeared in extra innings, went 7 innings, allowed 1 earned run, picked up win number 1 of the year. 1-2.
Yeah, not many people get to see a knuckleball, so it is completely hard to hit his knuckleball. Especially not being able to see it on a consistent basis.
And a swing and a miss and strikeout on the season for Hays, number 31.
He pauses right there to try to disrupt the timing of the hitter. They're trying to load a little bit later because the knuckleball's not that fast of a pitch. So with the pause right there, he's trying to get him to be even out earlier than they already are.
There's one away now to the bottom of the order. Kyle Colin, 2 appearances and 2 walks and a run scored. I talked with Drake Angeron, who's my roommate when we go on the roads. He seems out in center field. He says he loves watching that knuckleball out from center. And the first delivery here, 1-0. Throws a knuckleball and a fastball, and about 90% of them are knuckleballs. He said he loves watching that knuckleball, and he loves watching Mr. Matt Cowan at the shortstop spot. 1-1. Matt, how's it feel to know that your teammates appreciate what you do at the shortstop spot and love watching you work out there?
Oh, it's just awesome. Being part of a team, you just got to have everyone's back out there. I know I love watching Drake out in center field as well. Love playing with Jimmy over at second. Love watching Russ play. I mean, we got a bunch of talented guys on this team, and you just love watching them play.
2-1, one that missed just outside. That was called strikes against the Larks. This one misses outside, 3-1. Luna playing in at third base. DeLeon and Lee playing deep in the middle of the infield. Trajan playing about average at first base. This delivery, it's going to be a 5-pitch walk, the third time Colin's walked tonight.
Questionable call right there, too. I know it's hard to call this knuckleball just because of how much it moves.
So now to Brett Graber, the top of the order. 1 for 3 of the day with a strikeout, a flyout, and a single in the third. He came around to score.
See if Russ can get a ground ball double play right here. The hitter at the plate's pretty fast, so they got to work real quick up the middle.
Russ has an opponent batting average of 184, has a whip of 1.11. Check over, not in time. Third time Colin's been aboard, all walks. So Gillen will go 6 innings. Won't pick up a decision here.
Good pitch.
This one on the inside part of the plate, called strike 1. Rustin Hayes has made 10 appearances this season, now 11, and 7 of those in relief. 0-1, one away, runner on first. Top of the order on deck is Carlos Ariano, Griffin Selby in the hole. This one's fouled back at the net, 0-2.
Yeah, it's a little bit easier to steal on a knuckleball because it's not as fast. So what Russ has to do is take different looks at the runner at first base, try to make him not get a good jump. He likes to pick off a lot, so we'll be seeing that here with the runner on first.
0-2 with 1 away. He does check over there again, and he'll go from the stretch. Another check, this one a little more intense. It's not in time. DeLeon creeping in from the shortstop spot. Andrew playing about average in center. Belvin a little bit deep in left. Sutherland just a tiny bit deeper than normal in right. 0-2 with 1 away.
Yeah, you usually don't see Russ pick off when he comes set just because he has to get his knuckleball grip.
Sidearm delivery. This throw is a nice one.
Got
And did DeLeon apply the tag? No.
Ooh.
Looked from our angle like he did. Umpire says it's safe.
Yeah, if he got the tag, I think he got him easily. So I guess Jimmy didn't tag him right there, but I thought he did. You saw Russ do a little slide step right there to try to get the ball to into Mikey's hands a little bit quicker.
Hayes likes to change up his deliveries. He can throw 3/4 conventional or slide or sidearm. Throws a lot of 3/4. It's 1-2 to Graber, eliminating that double play on that stolen base from Colin. This delivery, a swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Ganglish will check over at Colin before delivering to Strachan for out number 2.
Good job of Mikey to get that ball in front of him. Not go back to the backstop. So that happens. There's 2 runners on, runner on third and first. And that guy's fast. Probably see a steal out of him. So great job by Mikey.
Well, if that would have been a wild pitch to the backstop, maybe stealing first. Luckily, we don't have that rule in the KCLB. We talked about it last night on the broadcast. Matt, you weren't a fan of that new rule.
No, not at all. It's just pointless and does not need to be in baseball at all.
So now 2-away runner at second to Carlos Ariano, 0 for 3 on the day. He sends this one out to play 0-1. Tony Gonzalez, the third base coach and head coach for the A's. Just in his second year, Frank Leo, in his 37th year, he has over 1,000 wins. The 0-1 delivery, a knuckleball that misses inside, 1-1. And no, it's not that Tony Gonzalez, the tight end NFL Hall of Famer lock. It's baseball coach Tony Gonzalez. 1-1. He's from California. His son plays for the A's. Hayes delivers this one in. Nice stop by Mikey, 2-1. On deck is Selby and the whole Bates. There's a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Russ looking to leave him there. Gets a sign from Gangwish. And number 19 will have to go from the stretch. Knuckleball, calling strike 2, a nice pitch. You can see a lot of different looks on that knuckleball, some with more speed than others, some with more movement, some that drop more, some that move across the plate more. And then he has different deliveries. You never know what you're going to get from Russ.
Yeah, it just makes it that much harder to hit. Knuckleball's already hard enough, and when you disrupt the timing of a hitter, it makes it that much harder.
He gets Ariano to reach at that one. He fouls it off, protecting the plate. 2-2. The 2's delivery from Rustin Hayes with 2 away, runner on second. Misses high. Gangwish tries to frame it. It's a full count.
Russ thought that one was a strike. He stares right at the umpire. I thought that ball was a little up, though.
He'll go a payoff pitch, which you see Russ do a lot of. If there's a ball in play with 2 outs, he'll just start to walk off the field. It's got to feel good for the defense, knowing that your pitcher trusts you. This one's sidearm grounded foul to the left side. So we'll go another pitch here on this long at bat from the 2-hole shortstop. The 3-2 payoff pitch again for the second time to Ariano. Hayes goes from the stretch, throws this one in. It's fouled off again. Ariano do a nice job protecting the plate.
It's a good battle. Gets the pitcher real frustrated when the hitter keeps fouling off pitches, especially when you're making good pitches like Russ has been.
2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. We're knotted up at 5. Game 2 of the series will be tomorrow night. First pitch at 7 o'clock from Larks Park. You can catch it right here on Larks Network. We'll get the third payoff pitch. This at bat. It's a swing and a miss from Ariano, the third batter that Russ has struck out here in the 7th. It's going to send us to the 8th. It's knotted up at 5. This is Carson Ackerman and Matt Cavanaugh on the call. You're tuned into Larks Network. Top of the 8th we go. Leading off is Jimmy DeLeon. New pitcher Anthony Villegas on the bump. Villegas, a right-handed pitcher coming out of his sophomore year. He's originally from California. His first delivery here from the windup to DeLeon, a fastball that misses low, 1-0. DeLeon, 1 for 3 on the day, a pop-up, a fly out, and a single, and a run driven in. Due up after DeLeon is Andron Divis and Lee, the top of the order. DeLeon sends this one into right field. Graber goes back, makes the catch a few feet in front of the warning track for out number 1 by that 3:48 marker.
Another good swing by Jimmy. He's put a lot of good swings on balls today. One of them found the hole, but he had a line drive to left and a line drive to right now. Swinging the bat real well.
1 away now to Andron. 1 for 3 on the day, a walk, a single, and 2 groundouts. Villegas on the bump. He's 0-1 on the year with a ERA over 6. 6.48, has struck out 29. His last appearance was against the Larks. That was on the 10th. It was a loss that he picked up. Went 5 innings, allowed 10 hits, 7 earned runs. It's 1-1 on Mr. Andron.
Third baseman scooted back a little bit. Maybe we'll see Drake put a bunt down here.
The one's delivery. He does show bunt. He pulls back on strike 2.
I thought that ball was inside. Drake's been having a rough time with the umpire today.
He'll take his time stepping back to the left-hander's batter's boxes. Villegas looks set and ready to go. So Andron playing a little game with him here. He's down the count 1-2 with 1 away and nobody on. He'll go, and this one misses inside. Andron ducks out of the way. It was a fastball inside with heat. If Andron would have took a hit by pitch, would have been very painful.
Yeah, he quick pitched him last time, and you could see Drake overusing the time given to the umpire. And I think that might have been like a little warning pitch.
The 2's delivery is going to miss low. Andron works himself a full count. See if that warning pitch proves fatal. On deck is Divis, who's over 4 in the hole, Justin Lee. Andron calls time, adjusts his gloves, and he'll step back in to the left-hander's batter's box awaiting Villegas' pitch. We're tied up at 5 here in the top of the 8th with 1 away. A California native delivers to Louisiana native, and it's a base on balls. Second time, Andron's walked, and he's aboard with 1 away, and he has speed. He represents the go-ahead run.
Yeah, that's definitely not the guy you want to walk.
Second walk tonight and on the season for Mr. Drake. That is walk number, if we can find it, walk number 22.
See if we can get Drake to steal right here and then have a runner in scoring position. Hopefully Divvy can drive him in.
Divis is due for a hit, 0 for 4 with a line out and 3 strikeouts. He fouls his first one off, 0-1.
Good swing right there, just missed that.
Andron hasn't gone farther than second base tonight. This is his 3rd time being aboard through 5 plate appearances. 0-1 with 1 away. Andron over at first has a decent-sized lead. Has his arms looking like he's ready to take off. The throw over there, it's a close one. It's not in time.
I think Drake was going to go there, and pitcher got him flinching right there.
This one misses, 1-1 with 1 away. Andron still at first base. On deck, Justin Lee in the hole, Alex Strachan. 1 error for both squads, 8 hits for Hays, 5 for Dodge. It's a 5-5 ball game here with 1 away in the top of the 8th. Delivery here, sent up the middle. It's going to bloop into center field. Andron goes to second base. Divis to first. There's 2 on with 1 out.
Got that ball right off the end of the bat, but found a hole.
So now Divis continues his hitting streak. He's now 1 for 5 as Justin Lee steps up to the plate. Lee has been aboard 3 times through 4 at-bats, 2 singles and a walk, and a flyout, a run scored.
Let's see if Justin can stay hot. This is where we need him most.
So that's the 9th hit of the game for the Larks. That's the first one Villegas has allowed. Has only gotten 1 out, walked a guy, and just allowed a hit. Justin Lee leans back in the right-hander's batter's box, calls time. Larks playing games with Villegas in the batter's box.
Yeah, calling time sometimes annoys the pitcher.
This delivery in the zone, quick call from the umpire, 0-1.
This pitcher likes to work pretty quick. See him throw the pitch and go straight to the mound.
Lee towards the middle part of the, inside part of the
Jeez.
box. He fouls this one off hard.
Almost hit somebody over there.
0-2 quick. Righty versus righty here.
You definitely don't want to get hit by that ball. That was scorched.
Justin Lee has power, leads the league in total bases and hits. He has 2 home runs and 3 triples on the year. He'll go back into the right-hander's batter's box. Awaits his 0-2 delivery from Villegas. Villegas shakes off a sign from the new catcher, who's been in there actually for a while, Robot. The 0-2 delivery is going to catch Justin Lee on the left shoulder. He's aboard. The bases are loaded with 1 away. So a painful one as that one was fast, but we'll take it. The bases are jacked.
I know Justin likes that AB. Gets the bases loaded, especially in a 1-2 count right there. Crowded the plate, and he threw an inside fastball and gets hit with it. That's what crowding the plate does when you have 2 strikes. Pitchers are scared to throw inside, and it limits the strike zone.
It's Andron at third, Divis at second, Lee at first as Alex Strachan's in the right-hander's batter's box with 1 away. The Larks were down early, but, you know, Matt, we've said a few times this season. You want to say it again?
Grand slam right here?
Yeah, that's grand slam. That would be nice. But
Bases loaded, grand slam. Alex Strachan.
also, never doubt the Larks.
Larks are hot.
You caught a lot of grand slams this year. Hopefully, this one right here would make it a 4-1 game, but that's a tough call. 1-1.
If I had faith in any man to hit a grand slam, it would be Alex Strachan.
He has 1 home run on the year. Has driven in 17, one of those tonight. 1-1 with 1 away. Bases are loaded. It's a key game and a giant at-bat here. This delivery to Strachan's going to miss low. He's ahead in the count, 2-1.
That's what we like to see. Expect him to groove a fastball right here and Alex to drive it somewhere.
Villegas looked good against De Leon. Since then, he's walked 1, and then Divis singled on him, and then he just hit Justin Lee. For Lee, that's the 7th time he's been hit by a pitch, the most on the Larks. Strachan sends this one up the middle. Ariano gets to it, the throw over to first base, and Selby tags the bag. That's a tough one. The Larks had the bases loaded with 1 away. Villegas gets out of it. Larks will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's tied at 5 still. Bottom of the 8th we go. On the mound is Rustin Hays. The office number 23, Griffin Selby. Larks fans, make sure to follow Larks on Facebook and Twitter and subscribe on YouTube. On Facebook, you can catch This Day in Larks History thanks to Randy Gonzalez. On this day in Larks history, as it's 0-1. On July 15, 1960, the Larks surprised the Kansas City Sox 12-1 in the state non-pro baseball tournament at Wichita's Lawrence Stadium. The left-hander Jim Jones pitched a complete game in a contest shortened to 7 innings. The Larks ace walked none and struck out 5. Tony Liker led the Larks with 3 hits and 3 runs scored. Its leadoff base hit off the bat of Selby. He is now 2 for 4 on the day with a home run and a single. Leadoff runner aboard. Matt, what does Russ need to do to bounce back?
He just needs to keep throwing strikes like he has been. He's been doing a good job so far. Hopefully he can get a ground ball right here, turn double play, and he'll be 2 dead.
The Larks had that tragic double play to end the top of this inning with the bases loaded and 1 out. Larks felt the momentum coming and just couldn't capitalize. Runners left on base has been the story of the night for the Larks. Rustin Hays gets time called on him.
And Trevor Munch just came back in from the bullpen. He was lightly throwing, I think, but I think they're going to stick with Russ this inning. Maybe we'll see Trevor after Russ.
Hayes shakes off a couple signs from Gangwish. He'll go from the stretch. Bates shows bunt. This one's off the glove of Gangwish.
Yeah.
0-1. Gangwish do a nice job getting to that one as Bates' bat obstructed his view of that pitch. 0-1, nobody out, and there's a runner on first. Russ takes a deep breath. Bates shows him bunt again. And the delivery. He grounds this one over the left side.
Good.
And it's foul 0-2. Likely won't show bunt again. He's showing much frustration at the plate. He is over 3 on the day, has been struck out 3 times.
Going for the golden sombrero right here.
That would do it. The help of Gilliland and Hayes on the bump for the Larks. It's a 5-5 ball game here in the bottom of the 8th with nobody out.
Ooh, he's showing bunt.
Showing bunt again. We'll see what Russ does here. Bates calls time as Russ turns his head for the 2nd time. Oh and 2, nobody out, and it's Selby aboard at first. Check over there, not in time. It's almost 10 p.m. We're about 2 hours and a half into this one. Not quite there, actually. 6 hits for the A's, 9 for Hayes. 5-5 game. Russ delivers here. It's a swing and a miss, and it is that golden sombrero, and Bates is very frustrated. Just yelled some stuff that I can't repeat on the air. So now to Bailey Bordas. He has a strikeout, a home run, and a single. RBI and a run scored. It was a solo shot.
Job by Russ right there. Attacking that hitter. Throwing strikes. That's all you can ask for a pitcher.
So he'll look to get the 2nd inning double play of the 8th. 1 on, 1 out. Bordas played at Cal State Dominguez Hills.
Make that play, Alex.
This one's in foul territory, and Strachan can't make it. 0-1. Strachan, one of the best players in foul territory coming from the infield this season, made a lot of catches over there in foul territory. This one, not one of them. 0-1. It's an L.A. native at the play versus the Hector, Arkansas native on the bump. Russ has been a pitcher only for the Larks this summer, but he was not a pitcher only at William Baptist. He batted .236 with a home run and 8 RBIs, but on the bump, he struck out 25 through 30 2/3.
That is your pick for the winner of the home run derby, isn't it?
That was a sarcastic pick. I think I've seen Strachan show off his power. I think Strach would Be a good one. But Rustin was my pick for the winner of the dance off. This sends into center field. Andron races in. It's going to drop. And there's runners at first and second. Andron lost it for a second. Might have been able to throw out Selby at second, but now there is 2 on with 1 out. 2 aboard. Both singles. Now to Rhino Shiro. He comes into this at bat 0 for 3 on the day. A strikeout, a ground out, and a flyout. Russ gets a new ball. He'll deliver to Gangwish with 1 away. That's the 7th hit of the night for Dodge. Russ looks over at Selby. Delivers this one in, called strike 1.
It's crazy how much that ball moves from up here.
It is fun to watch. Very fun.
You never know where that ball is going to be traveling.
This one's grounded over the right side and foul 0-2.
It looks like Trevor Munch is making his way down to the bullpen again.
See if we see him for the 9th. He's been great for the Larks through his first few outings. Has appeared through 3 innings, no hits or runs. And Matt points at the stat sheet that he's gone 4 innings and it has an ERA of a perfect 0. 0-2, 1 away. He looks over, throws this one in, a knuckleball that misses inside 1-2. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Yeah, home plate umpire didn't think he goes, and the batter's checking with the field umpire. A little weird situation right there.
That is usually the opposite.
Yeah, you usually want the catcher checking.
Never seen a batter catch himself, but at least Oshiro is honest. The second baseman awaits his 1-2 from the tall man from Arkansas. The 1-2 is grounded over the right side. Strachan gets it. He throws over to second. It's past the glove of DeLeon into left field as a costly error. They could have tagged first base and got 1 out and left 2 on. Instead, 1 scores and there's only 1 out. So Larks will be down to their final 3 outs in the top of this inning. That's a frustrating play, and Strachan's kicking himself at first base.
Yeah, he went to first base at first, hesitated, and then decided to throw it to second base. Probably should have just gone to first base right there and got the for sure out.
So Selby comes around to score his 2nd run of the game. This one is a key game. Larks need to bounce back in the top of the 9th. They left the bases loaded. This one's grounded over to left side. Luna hurts his ankle. He'll hobble to the bag in pain, and Larks can't afford that one.
Yeah, he's been dealing with an ankle injury pretty much this whole season. That is not good to see. It looks like he slipped right there and hurt his ankle again.
Hays is going to go over and check on him. Justin Lee stands with his hands on his head at second base. Larks cannot afford another injury right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who they put at third base right now. I guess put White there. I think that's our last fielding option.
Could move.
If Skyler was to come out. Hopefully he's all right, though.
Could move Armstrong into center field. Put Jimmy at third. Andron at short. Andron played shortstop in Louisiana in high school. We wish Skyler Luna the best in his recovery. Hopefully, Luna's okay. And Ganglish points over to the dugout. Looks like we might need a replacement.
Looks like they're pointing at Max McGuire. Maybe not.
And Luna gonna limp off the field. You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it.
And looks like White did a stands up. Nobody really moving now.
Belvin moves in from left field. So there's still two-way, 2 on. And we're going to take a quick pause as Larks get things figured out. So Jace Armstrong replaces Jared Belbin in left field. Jared Belbin comes in to man the hot corner in a interesting move.
Yeah, I don't think Jared's played third at all this year. He played a game or two over at second base this year. See how he plays today.
Hitting is Aaron Renault. Look at Rustin Hays here with 2 away runners on first and second. We wish Skyler the best in recovery. This one over the outside part of the plate called strike 1. Larks will be down to their final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. And due up, it looks like Sutherland, Luna, not Luna anymore, Armstrong, and Gangwish. 0-1 with 1 away. This one over the outside. Bounders box, 1-1. Interesting calling from the umpire all night. The Larks down by 1 here in the 8th. Russ composes himself. He'll go 1-1 with 2 away. This one inside, 2-1. Renan pinch hit for Doherty in the last at bat. He struck out. Russ gets set. He'll go from the stretch down the count, 2-1. Knuckleball hit over to the right side of the field. Justin Lee dives for it. It's off his chest. And a run's going to come around to score. It's a 7-5 ball game.
Justin dove right there and it just hit right off his glove. Good effort right there.
Runners on the corners now with 2 away. Russ is 4-2 on the season, looking to not make it 4-3. Larks will need to bounce back in the 9th. They still got 1 out to go. And Keith Harper's going to come out with the Larks dugout. We're going to take a quick pause here on Larks Network. Runners on the corners, two-way. Bottom of the order, Kyle Cullen. 3 walks through his first 3 plate appearances tonight. His first look at the new pitcher, Trevor Munch. Munch has appeared in 2 games, one versus Dodge. He went 2 innings in his first appearance, struck out 2, no hits or runs. Then pitched against Denver, win an inning, no hits or runs either. Had 1 walk, has struck out 5 on the season. This first delivery gets past Gangwish, and the throw is not going to be nearly in time. It's an 8-5 ball game. Larks collapsing in on themselves here in the 8th. Larks have failed to capitalize on key opportunities all night long and failing here in the 8th to just play a clean inning. They're beating themselves. 1-0 this delivery in the zone, called strike 1. Munch from Lawrence, Kansas. Committed to Oklahoma out of high school. Played his redshirt freshman season for the Sooners. Went to McLennan, and now he's going to Wichita State. The 1-1 delivery misses just outside. Another questionable call from the home plate umpire. 2-1 with two-away runner at second base. Larks will need at least 3 in the 9th. Munch delivers. This one's hit over the right side. Sutherland races in. The runner sent home. The throw from Sutherland is not going to get the runner quite, as Gangwish can't make a play on it. I believe that should be an out, as Gangwish was trucked at the plate. So Tony Gonzalez pointed at. The umpires are going to talk here. We'll see if it's called a 9-5 game. Tony Gonzalez frustrated at the bump, or on the third base coach, and he's going to be out at home plate. You can't truck the catcher anymore. We're going to head to the 9th. It's an 8-5 ball game on Larks Network. Top of the 9th we go here on Larks Network. The man with the responsibility of starting a rally, it's George Sutherland. 0 for 3 on the day, a double play, an error, reaching on it, strikeout, and a walk. Vegas still on the bump. Had the bases loaded with 1 away. Got stretched to ground into a double play. First delivery to Sutherland, misses inside. 1-0. Larks down by 3. They have 3 outs to get 3, but never doubt the Birds. 1-0 delivery. Sutherland pops it up over the left side. Bates moves back, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Down to their final 2 outs. Larks are 6-0 against the A's this season. Looking to not drop this key game. So up now is Nash. Neff, an interesting move. He's seen the dish a couple times this year.
Yeah, you'd normally really a pitcher, but he's gotten some at bats during batting practice and a couple at bats in a game.
This is his third plate appearance, no hits. So he's replacing the injured Luna. This one misses inside, 1-0. So Neff went to the Colorado School of Mines as a pitcher. A 1-0 delivery, he turns on it, it's ahead of it, sends it foul, 1-1. He was named the preseason newcomer to watch, NCBWA preseason second team All-American. 1-1 with one away. On deck is Gangwish, who took that hit to end the 8th. The 1-1 delivery is above the letters of Neff, 2-1. Heard from Hays dugout, somebody yelling that's a strike, sharing the same frustration we faced all night. 2-1 with one away. The 2-1 delivery, Neff sends it crushed to left field. Bates moves back, and he makes the catch on a leap on a warning track. That one was crushed from Neff. Just a nice play from the left fielder. Larks down to their final out.
Would have loved to see a PO go yard right there.
That would have been awesome.
Something. That would have made this whole game a whole lot better.
Now to Mikey Gangwish, Larks down to their final out. A sacrifice fly, 2 RBIs, has a home run. Actually has 3 RBIs and a run scored. Larks down 5-8 here in the top of the 9th with 2 away. The bases are empty. Villegas delivers to Gangwish, high and outside, 1-0.
See if we can start a nice little 2-out rally right here.
9 hits for
Mikey
both
and
squads.
Bowman.
You're good, you're good. This one runs inside on a breaking pitch, 2-0. We're under the lights here for the 9th. It's 2-0 on the lefty. This delivery, he swings on, turns it to right field. Graber makes the catch. 3 nice hit balls for the Larks, but that's going to be a ball game. They lose to Dodge for the first time all season. This one a key game. They lose it 8-5. Game 2 of the series will be tomorrow night. First pitch at 7 o'clock. Larks fall to 28-9 overall, 9-6 in Jayhawk West Division. They now only have a half game lead against Liberal. Michael Gillen now is 3-1 on the season. Still Russ and Hays. It falls to 4-3. Dodge is now 22-12 on the season. 4-9 in Jayhawk West Division. They can't win the title now. Larks lose 8-5. Matt Cowden, your final thoughts on tonight's game?
Just couldn't cash in on some key situations. Left a lot of runners on base. Say we cash in on a couple of those. It's a different ball game. Late in the game, we had a couple of errors. Other than that, it's just baseball.
That's going to be a ball game for Carson Ackerman and Matt Cavanaugh here on Larks Network. Thank you for tuning in, and good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series. First pitch at 7 o'clock.